Boys, in this video, I'm going to be sharing about 5 to 10 of my best tips for W keying in Arena. You know me, boys, I'm not a W key player, but that doesn't mean I'm brain dead when it comes to W keying. I have a lot of tips and I have a lot of strategies that are going to help you out right now, and they're probably going to save you a lot of time, helping you get the champs a lot faster. Now, do at least 75 damage before you push somebody. Okay, at least 75 damage. And the reason why 75 is the magic number, if you do 50 damage to somebody, assuming they're 100, they're going to be at 150 HP, which means they have a big pot to drink. Okay, that's really all they can do. Unless they have a fish or something like that, obviously. But a big pot takes 5 seconds, and then they're back up. But if you actually hit them for that extra 25 damage, so only 25 damage, one more shot, what that means is you're doing 75 damage, which means they have to drink a mini and then take a big pot, which means it takes them a lot longer to heal. And I know it might only be 2 or 3 seconds, but that is the difference between actually getting that kill off or not. Because the big shield takes so long to heal, it takes so long to digest it. When you do that little bit of damage, you can keep spraying with an SMG or an AR as you're rushing towards them. And you just need to be careful, because sometimes there's a lot of psychos where they'll just peek. Even though they know they're on 100 HP and you're on 100, they'll peek and try beam you. But the whole point is to piss them off. And by hitting them that much, it's going to piss them off, and therefore they're not going to be in the right mindset. But I'm going to be coming back to talking about pissing your opponent off more. Let's move on to the next bit. A lot of people that play a W key playstyle seem to either get killed off spawn, and that's just because you're playing too aggressive at the start. The whole point of W keying is actually to build momentum. So, playing placement looks something like this, but playing like a W key playstyle is exponential. So what that means is you get a few kills off spawn, but as the game goes on, you get more and more. So take off spawn a lot slower than you are right now. So these are the recommendations. I guess you'll hear what I'm saying right now. Only push with at least a green shotgun and any rarity of assault rifle, a total of 150 health with 50 shield as a heal, plus 400 materials. So hopefully that made sense. I'll try and put something on screen right now to indicate a bit better, but that's what you should be aiming for before you push anybody, because you never know what can happen. And at least if you're prepared and you have a target loadout to get, you're doing one more thing than your opponent is. So therefore you have an advantage before you guys even meet for the fight. Now, last thing before I want to talk about pissing your opponent off, box fight over build fights every day of the week. Box fights are better for so many reasons. Number one, they save a lot of materials. Number two, they prevent third parties, because build fights go up, box fights go wide. So therefore when someone's across the map, they don't go looking up and see fucking 9/11 happening across the map. Okay, they don't have that. So focus on box fights and playing a more condensed playstyle. And the thing is, people always tell me oh well, I'm a great build fighter, so I should build fight people because I'm good at that. True, but build fighting isn't gonna win you against 4 other players that are coming in for a third party, or you die to fall damage. So my answer to that question is, if you're good at build fights, just be better at box fights. Spend more time box fighting. It's way better to get box fights down than build fights, because box fights are always an option. You can always decide, let me box up. You get me? It's viable to everybody. You have lower mats, you're not going to be I need to crank the height so I can heal. You don't do that. You'd be okay, let me box fight. Okay? Stick with that mindset and play that way. Now, pissing your opponent off, I'm going to bring it back to the box fight thing. Just for an example, okay? Imagine you can piss somebody off. When you piss somebody off, they're not thinking rationally. So let's say you get hit for 40 damage. Okay, you got 200 HP. Now you're on 160. Okay, 100 health and 60 shield, and you box up and you start drinking a big pot. Okay, your opponent's first thing is, oh, he's healing. Okay, but you are intentionally healing to make him make a mistake. You're not healing for the fact you need to heal. You have to change the way you're thinking. Oh, I'm going to heal because he's going to jump in my box if I do that. And if he doesn't, fair enough, you still win. You get up 50 HP, well, 40. But if he does come for the box, you're prepared, because that's the reason why you healed. Instead of actually healing for the sake of getting more health, you're healing to piss him off. And then he starts spraying your box. And what do? Nothing. Just hold the wall. Just actually hold the wall. Make him run through a mag or two. It's going to waste a lot of your materials, but when you kill him, it's not going to matter. And you're pissing him off. He's like, this guy's in a box. He won't come out of the box. What do I do? And he's going to start pickaxing your wall. And then when he gets on that wall, you make an edit that he is not prepared for. Why would he be prepared for you to edit on him when he sprayed another wall for 5 minutes? You get me? He's like, oh, this guy is playing like a bitch. He's not going to come out of the box. And he's just slowly but surely getting tilted at the fact that he can't kill you because of the way you're playing. And that's the way I recommend playing all the time. If you want to take a guy to a build fight and then drop all the way down and start chopping him down, that will get in his head. If you hit a guy for 100, or if you let a guy hit you for 100 damage and run away. Watch him chase you. And what does that do? Puts you in a position where he's closer to you. If he's closer to you after beaming you, he's obviously good with an AR because he beamed you. You get me? He was comfortable there. But now you have to force him to come closer to you. And then that's when you can pounce. You can hit him for a 200 damage shotgun. Like, obviously, that's only if you have a gold pump. But let's just say you had a blue one. And you hit him for what? Max 175. You're still doing a lot more damage. And now you have the advantage. And you're in a comfort zone where he's closer to you. And why would you be in a comfort zone? Because I told you to get good at box fights earlier. That was a fucking fast conversation. Now, that is literally all I have to say in this video. I'm in and out in 6 minutes. If I had gameplay, I'd show it to you, but I don't. So what I'm going to suggest you do is hit that sub button for double daily uploads. On top of that, make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description. Once we get to 1,000 members up in there, we're going to be doing scrims and we're going to be practicing a lot. Also, you'll want to be subscribing because I do a lot of VOD reviews. I'm more of a coaching type YouTuber over here. On top of that, we do creative streams very often, okay? And what we're going to be doing in them streams is you hop in and play alongside me and we practice together in creative lobbies with up to 30 players sometimes. But obviously I can only hold 16 players in my lobby until Epic Games decides to get me my code back, because they didn't. They removed it because they hose. Now, that's all I have to say. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it. Subscribe. You subscribed? Hopefully. I'm out of here. Have a good day.